Hey, Taylor Elwood here, and it's been a busy few weeks, which is why you haven't heard from me lately. The reason why is because I recently left Amanian Press. I'd been working there for about 15 years, doing a lot of work with the editing and the layout and design and things like that, and it was good work. I'm proud of it, but it's time for me to move on. I needed more time to focus on my own creative pursuits. And I also decided that I wanted to self-publish my magical works. So what does this mean? Well, it means that all the books that were published by me through Manion Press, I've actually taken the rights back for those books, and they're going to be self-published through, well, me, again, sometime here in the very relatively near future. I mean, I'm going to at least have a couple books up in October at the very latest for those books. So I'm excited about that. Beyond that, because I'm focused on actually getting those books ready for reprinting and kind of going through and dotting my I's and crossing my T's. I haven't really been writing articles or creating videos lately, but I thought I would create one today because I didn't want you guys to think I'd forgotten about you. I haven't. I'm here. See? What do I want to talk to you about today? You know, I'm not going to do part 2 of the Channing video today, but I am going to talk about something that really is important to me, a very important realization I had. I kind of posted about it a little bit on my social media, but I'm going to share it here too. The thing that I realized is that I have to put my creative pursuits first in my work. I'm happiest when I'm creating something, whether it's experimenting with magic or writing or painting or actually coaching and helping people out too. You know, I like coaching people. When I look at like what changed for me over the last couple of years, like why things went the way they went, I would say that I got derailed in some ways because I started focusing on things I didn't enjoy, and it took away from my creativity, and that made me unhappy. So what does all this really have to do with today's topic, which is a little all over the place? Well, it's this. You have to be true to your own self, first and foremost, in order to be of service to other people. And that means that you have to recognize when you're giving away too much of yourself. Because when you give away who you are, it takes away from what you can give to people. In my case, I was giving away a lot of my creativity, and I was giving it to a variety of different sources. And it got to a point where I was feeling really resentful and unhappy about it. Now that was my own doing. I was the one who made that choice. It wasn't like somebody came along and said, "Stick 'em up, Taylor, I want your creativity." No, not at all. I'm an adult. I take full responsibility for my choices here. But as I was driving home last night from a conference that I'd been at, I realized that I'd given away so much of my creativity. And I'd done it in a manner where I really hadn't respected or honored myself in the way that I should have. Because I was just so focused on trying to either please other people or trying to do other things that I thought, you know, you should do if you want to be successful or whatever else. And we get caught up in that. We get caught up in these blinders, these tunnel vision things about what we should be doing or how we should be successful or whatever else, instead of asking ourselves, what is really the best path for me? Well, this last year's really helped me to get up close with that. I've had to really come face to face with what's really important to me. And the realizations I've come away with is along the ways that I don't enjoy teaching classes. I don't like coming up with classes. I don't like marketing them. I just don't like it. I feel like I am going in the opposite direction of where I need to be going because I'm going over what I've already done. The other thing I realize is that I don't like to give away my creativity. I don't like to put my creative effort toward projects that I don't enjoy. Which really means that I have to be 100% behind that project, probably 100% in control of that project, quite frankly, for me to really enjoy it. I've done some different co-writing gigs over the years, and I've always struggled with it to some degree or another, and it's not because of the other person, it's because of me. It's because there's been part of me that's really just not felt as happy with it as I could be, and I realized that a large part of that is because, I was focusing on, I was taking away from my own creativity. I was focusing on other things. I'm not saying that the results were bad or anything. They're not. They're great, but if I'm being honest with myself and you, I have to admit and acknowledge that my creativity has to come first. And I would say the same thing for yourself. You have to figure out what comes first in your life. It may not be creativity, it may be something else, but it needs to be something that is true to you, that is your true north. In my case, my true north it's writing, it's painting, it's magic, it's coaching. Those are the things that are true north for me. Right now, I'm in the process of just getting my writing figured out, like I'm getting closer and closer to that. Like I'm getting the magic writing figured out, I'm getting the fiction figured out, and that's the only thing on the plate right now, because that's the only thing that needs to be there, and the magic stuff too. But I figure, the painting is always just going to be something for me. I mean, I'll do paintings. I don't paint for other people. I don't want to do art shows. I don't care about that stuff. It's my magical work. That's why I do it. You might see in one of my forthcoming books, you'll probably see some of my paintings, and I may do some other, and you can actually see some of them in some other books, but it's never been about, okay, I'm going to go out there and do, do professional art. I respect the fact that other people can, it's just not for me. My focus for that is writing, but the coaching, I'm not sure yet where that's going to go. I know I want to continue to do it. I enjoyed it. I loved it when I worked with people on their problems and helped them figure stuff out. But right now, I don't have the space for it. And I know that. But I want to get back to it at some point. And so, it's one of those realizations where, you have these realizations and then what do you do about it? And in my case, I just had to clear everything out. I mean, I stopped my businesses almost a year ago now. I basically stopped. And then I made this choice to leave Amanian Press, and I've made these other choices, and it's because I had to clear my plate. I had to focus on what was best for me, what was my true north. And I realized that my true north is these things that I've told you about, and so now it's, okay, well, now that you know what those are, you've just got to focus on them and put them first and take your time with them. And in my case, focusing on them really does mean that I've got to spend some time just, like right now, really just rediscovering myself as a writer. And that's what I've been doing. I'm doing fiction writing now. You're gonna actually soon, you're gonna be seeing the first season of my fiction book series. One of them. I've got two fiction book series I'm working on right now. The first season's pretty much ready to go. It's got some fine-tuning and tweaking, and I'm working on the second season. And then the other one, wow, I'm working on it too. But I'm excited. You're gonna hear about it, and I'll probably be starting up some new stuff with that. But I'm happy again. I'm happy in ways that I have not been happy for a long time, because I was just giving too much of myself away. When you're someone who gives a lot, it's very easy to lose a lot of that and to lose perspective on what you're giving away. And so it's important to draw boundaries and to be respectful of yourself. And so what does that mean? It means that sometimes you do have to really take a step back and look at everything you're doing and saying, is this in my best interest? Does this continue to serve me? And can I serve other people as a result? And if you're not serving yourself, you can't serve other people. I mean, I have this saying that I tell people, and I apply it as much to myself right now as to anyone else. You can't take care of other people unless you take care of yourself. And that's the truth. Until you take care of yourself, you can't take care of other people. You can't give to other people. So for me, this last year's been about taking care of myself, and probably the next year or two is going to continue to be that. I mean, you guys may get some books out of it and all that other stuff along the way, and hey, awesome, great, but this is really about me recharging and redirection and moving forward. and I'm excited. The future is bright and full of hope and ideas and other things. And, you know, all that said, I've learned a lot from the past, and I am so grateful for my experience in Mannion Press. I'm so grateful for other things, so, you know, I want to be very clear, there's been no burnt bridges or hard feelings, at least not on my side of things, and hopefully not on anyone else's. It's just, you know, it's time to move on. And this is where I'm going. Anyway, just wanted to make this video and talk about this topic of taking care of yourself so you can take care of other people. Alright, I will be back soon with more videos at some point. I just gotta get some things taken care of first. Alright, take care.